What's happening YouTube? My name is Ryan, and today on Tricrow Studios we're going to be taking a look at the Sperzel easy mount locking tuners for this 7-string Jackson Rhoads. So first and foremost, these are Sperzel easy mount trim lock tuners. These are set for a 7-string. So you want to always take a look and you'll see kind of right there it's going to actually have a number 7. That's for the thickest string here. So there's no drilling or anything like that, but one thing that Sperzel always includes is like a little template for you to actually, if you did have the little post that you had to screw in, or screw the hole for, actually has a little template for you to actually put it on the back of the headstock. Now, basically, I'm just going to show you how to install these, and one huge thing with Sperzel tuners is you can actually change the direction of them. Now, basically, this is a 7-in-line set. Now, if I needed like 4x3 or 3x4, I could very easily change this. And I'll show you how to do that. So I actually have to change every single one of them because this is a reversed headstock. Alright, so first step that we're going to do here is actually take the old tuners off. So we're going to see if we can get one that fits. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and loosen and then take them all off. Alright. So we've got everything off of the face of the headstock. Just gonna keep these all together for now. So we'll flip everything over. And then with these Jackson tuners here, there's one screw that's actually holding them into the back of the headstock. So we'll take those off. And now we'll just take these out. Now the only concern that I have now, and it's just aesthetically, is the screw holes that are left behind, because I'm not screwing anything in with these Sperzels. It might look a little weird when I look at the back of the headstock, but I'll just try not to look at the back of the headstock. Okay, second step, when you get everything out of the package, just because the opening for the 7th string, the larger string, is actually bigger on the tuner, you don't want to mess up which one this is. So you don't want to have this like on your high E or what have you. So I put a little piece of tape on it. That way I don't get confused later and I don't accidentally have the 7th string in the wrong area. So it's easier to feed the string through when you're tuning. Okay, so we have all of our tuners here. What you want to do is make sure that they fit, and that you don't have to get a reamer to widen the hole. Now you're going to notice something here. Again, this is a reverse headstock. So when we put these in, this is going to be way too close to the edge of the headstock. So what we need to do is change the handedness. So I've already done that on this, so if I were to place this in here, even though I have the tape on it, it's in the right direction right here. Oh, you can't really see it, but it's in the right direction. So I'm going to show you now how to change the handedness or the direction of a Sperzel tuner. Alright, so to flip this around, so it's good for a reverse headstock, or if you got like a 3x3 or something like that, it's very easy. Not painful at all, and very quick. So what you want to do is get a flathead screwdriver, a smaller one, feed that into here, and start loosening it. Should be enough for me to do it by hand, maybe not. That's loose enough. And then take it out by hand. Now when you take this out, make sure you do not drop the screw, because there's a little lock washer, you can kind of see in the white, it's a little lock washer, and you want to keep that on the screw. Then you pull the button off. I'm just going to keep everything in the same area as where it's coming off, like in the same, so I got it kind of in order here. There's a little washer next, and then you take this off. And you'll see this little stem here. So push it this way and turn it. And it comes out. So there you go. So now, we're going to reverse that. So we're going to push this in, and push it this way, and turn it again. Very easy. Now the stem's on the other side. And we're just going to go back in order. So, you'll see that this area right here is bigger. There you go. That goes towards the housing. You put this washer back on. Now once you get the washer on, hold it upright like this. And then there's a little lip on the bottom of the button. That tells you which one's the bottom. Then again, we're going to put the screw with the lock washer on it back in. Start tightening it a little by hand. And then we'll get our screwdriver back and just start tightening it. Now don't tighten it too much, because then it'll be really hard for you to turn your, like to tune the guitar, so it'll be too tight. So once you've tightened it, just loosen it to preference. And that's it. I just changed the handedness. With explaining to you, it was about 3 minutes, and that was with doing a few things. So very, very easy. Alright, I think that looks much, much better, and it's going to be ergonomically correct. So next thing we have to do is on the other side we have to put this washer, and then we have to thread this in to keep it in place. Alright, so what I've done is I've prepped all of them with the washer on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them up here, and I'm going to thread them by hand. Alright, so the reason that I actually said to hand tighten them is you want to make sure that we have even spacing in between all of the tuners. And I've seen where people have installed them, and there's one that's like way over here, like this, and then, you know what I mean, they're all out of place. So what I do is I put all of the buttons kind of like this instead of like this, and then I eye it up and make sure everything looks good. Alright, so now that we've got them all lined up, everything looks good. You know, hold the tuner in place and tighten. Okay, everything is now tightened up, so we're actually good to restring this. Now the only unfortunate thing is with Sperzel tuners, they actually don't have the pegs here, posts in black, so these are actually like chrome or silver or what have you. Not that big of a deal, but it'd be nice if they were actually black. So let's go ahead and tune up. Okay, so what you do now when you're restringing, on the back, I should be showing this, but basically you want to unscrew the back of the Sperzel. Not all the way, so go until it starts to get a little tight. For all of them. And then this makes string changes extremely easy. Because what you do now is you feed it through. So I'm just going to feed all of them through. Okay, so now that we've got all of the strings fed through, I want to pull, not overly tight, but tight on the string, and then I'm going to tighten that in the back. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing for all of the other strings. Okay, now you can go ahead and trim all of the strings, the excess string. Now you just tune it up to pitch. That's it. Obviously you'd still want to stretch your strings. Just because they're locking tuners doesn't mean they will never come out of tune. It just means that you don't have to do your wraps around the posts. So it's less likely that when you're doing bending that it's going to actually unwrap or lose tension in it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for more videos with this guitar, but basically that's it. I've done the bridge upgrade, the pickup upgrade, and now the tuner upgrade. So that's all I really have planned for this Rhoads here.